Okay, good morning, everyone. I just want to do Sif Gimel in the beginning of Sif Daled in Siman Sadi Beis. Sif Gimel, Tzarach Koidem Tefillah Lahasar Kichai V'niyai V'chadar HaTardai. One is required before davening to remove any phlegm or mucus or anything else that disturbs him. So before davening, you want to cough out, spit out any bodily fluids that may interfere with your davening. This was a pastime back in the day. Nowadays, people are not coughing and spitting as much as they used to. But even today, if you gotta expectorate, do what you gotta do before. This way it doesn't disturb your davening. Siv Dalin. You need to wash your hands with water if you have water. And if you don't have water, ad Parsha. You need to travel up to 72 minutes to get water. That's provided that you're traveling and the water is in front of you. But to go backward, if to go backward to get water, ad mil up to a mil, about a mile, 18 minutes, you go back, but if you're afraid, Zman Tefillah will pass. Not minyan. Minyan, it sounds like according to the Mechaber, you would miss a minyan to wash your hands. We'll see the Mishnah brings the Bach that you don't miss minyan to wash your hands. But if you're afraid Zman Tefillah will pass, Yenake Yadav B'tzrar, wipe your hands with a pebble, Oy Ba'afar, or dust, Oy B'chamidi D'Menak, or anything that cleanses it. I don't know how dirty their hands used to be that they would be able to clean it by wiping it in dust. That I never understood. Okay, says the Mishnah Sivkat Yud Gimel. L'rchaytz. Why should you wash your hands with water? No, do you remember Siman Daled? Why do you have to wash your hands with water? Two reasons: the Rosh and the Rashba. The Rosh says Yadai Maskoni is him. Your hands are busy, so you need to clean them with water. The Rashba says in the morning you're Berura Chados, you have to wash your hands like a kohen in the kir. Hatamaza ayin le'elberesh Siman Daled b'Mishna Berura. The Rosh and the Rashba. V'gam l'tfilas mincha v'arvis tzarech netila. You are required to wash your hands for Mincha and Maariv. Don't say, I already washed my hands for Shachris. Nobody wants to know where your hands have been since Shachris time, okay? You need to wash your hands for Mincha. You walk into a shul for Mincha, you must wash your hands. Say, I daven Mincha Maariv back to back. Do I need to wash your hands for Maariv? The answer is it depends if you listen to the rabbi's drasha in between. If you don't listen and you conk out, maybe you do have to wash your hands. But if you're not meisiach das from your hands, you don't have to wash your hands. The same way you don't have to wash your hands for Musaf. Why? Because you weren't meisiach das from Shachris. But if you were meisiach das, you would have to wash your hands. The Mishna says later on, that as long as you're in a shul, minastam, you're not meisiach das, and you don't have to wash your hands. So, but if you go out for a kiddush like this, very interesting. Let's say Rosh Hashanah. Okay, they make a kiddush before Tkiyos. You have to wash your hands for Musaf. You hear this halacha? Yeah, you hear this halacha? Everyone here? Everyone here? Rosh Hashanah, you have sponge cake, you have honey cake, and you have, I don't know what they have, fresca. You must wash your hands for Musaf. Why? Because you have to wash your hands for davening. But I did Shachris. You're Mesiach Das by the Kiddush. Okay? So whenever you daven, you have to wash your hands. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I was familiar to wash your hands for Musaf. Maybe I knew it, but I didn't realize that it applies. But it's now I know. Okay.
Simchas Torah as well.
Simchas Torah.
Also, there's a kiddush, then there's Musaf later.
If there's a kiddush, yeah, if there's a kiddush before the Musaf, right? V'gam l'tfilas mincha v'arvis. Tzarech netila. K'chaman reish lam gim sav beis. V'das haramam. The heichad tzarech lito yadav. V'loy natal. V'gam loy nika oisan b'tzrar. The Rambam's opinion is that when you have to wash your hands and you didn't wash and you didn't clean it with a stone, afilu b'diavad ein tfilasoi tfila. Your tefillah doesn't work and you have to daven again. Can you imagine? A guy ran in after a long day to Mincha at 6:30, and he wanted to catch him on an essay, so he ran in and he didn't wash his hands. The Rambam says, it's very nice of you to come to Mincha, but you have to daven again. You heard that? You're supposed to, you came to Mincha. You didn't wash your hands. Great. You have to daven Mincha again. You got it, daven Mincha again. Now, the Mishnah says, I'm not so sure that we passing like that. Lamaisa tzarach ian ladina, whether that applies. V'ayim be'bar halacha shebi'anu de'ein chayzim misfal. Halacha lamaisa, the be'ar halacha comes out that you do not go back and daven again. Take a look at the be'ar halacha over Shabbos. B'mayim ve'ein anigov ma'akev v'zeh, wiping your hands with a paper towel, or wiping them, meaning drying them, is not ma'akev, k'mash ma'akev b'natil achila, as it's ma'akev for washing your hands for eating. L'chatchila, you need to wash the entire hand, both sides, until the wrist, not just the palm of the hand. Okay. Sarach v'davka k'sheyadei Hashem l'chlachais. The din that you have to travel a parsa, 72 minutes to get water, is only if you know they're dirty. Avo b'stam yadayim mekel b'samach sifhei ayin sham. Stam yadayim were mekel that you don't have to travel so far to get water. It's only if you know they're dirty. Okay. We got it to here. Maybe we'll see this more in depth next week, but at least we're back on schedule. Okay, so Monday, see everybody Erev Tisha B'Av. Tuesday, unfortunately, we can't do this, and hopefully we'll make it up next Friday. Okay, have a good Shabbos, everyone. Thank you for joining. Kol Tov. Shabbos, good Shabbos.